is Lenore, and I am your host for this evening. It is 7:24 on April the 13th, 2024, and it is a crisp Saturday evening. As you guys can see, I'm here in New Jersey, so it's still a little sunshine out there. Today was a mixture of the winter, spring, and fall. I'm not going to say summer because it wasn't warm out there, but it was all of those and then some. So, this is my Saturday evening podcast episode. And I'm just going to do some candid conversations. That's the title of the show. And, just getting down to talk, just to talk. So, as you ladies and gentlemen know that I hate weekends. And the only reason why I hate weekends is because I really don't have anything to do. But fortunately today, I did have something to do. I went to the dentist this morning. And you guys know when you go to the dentist, they always, try to uh, fill your mind with a lot of different ideas as to how you can make your situation different. So today I knew that I had to go for my yearly cleaning because you get two in my insurance plan. So I went and I had the first one for this year. So I get there, and my person, she's talking, we have a small talk, and I change my address and some information. So as she's going in, I'm like, oh man, this is that one. This is the one that I hate the most because she's got to go in and she's got to chip away all of these different things. So I'm like, all right, I'm preparing myself. So, a cleaning takes about 30 to 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, chiseling, 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 chiseling. Sit up, rinse your mouth out, all of this blood. All right. Chisel, chisel, chisel. Then we have the dentist who comes in. And, we talked about the possibilities. Because when I start um, dealing with what I want to work on for myself within the next couple of years, my teeth are like a big part of it. And I'm not afraid to say it. I don't have the $1 million smile like everybody else. Okay. So as I'm sitting there and I'm talking to him, he was like, "Well, you can we can talk about it, but I can tell you from right now, like what we want to start with is going to be like $5,000." I'm like, $5,000, sir. Take them out. Just give me some implants. Just take them out. If I'm going to spend $5,000 to get this stuff repaired or replaced or to be suitable, then why not take them out and start all over again? So, I tell you, I suggest that all men and women who have children or young people in their lives to invest in their teeth early because once they get a certain age, it becomes a hefty, hefty, hefty price point that you have to take in order for you to have the smile that you want. And the smile that I want, my motivation for it is not for any specific reason, but I have a certain idea as to what I want to happen. Because unfortunately, I was born with 12 sets of teeth. When I was 5 years old, I decided that I wanted to climb up on the dresser, and the dresser fell on me and broke out my baby teeth. So as I was growing up, my baby teeth and my adult teeth all came in at the same time. So there were certain things that had to happen. And so now this is the result of it because I didn't take care of my teeth earlier. And when I did begin to work on my mouth, it was almost too late for it to, to get what I need done corrected at that time. But now I'm okay and I'm better. So that's what happened this morning. And then, after you have that initial cleaning, your mouth hurts. So now I'm like in pain. I'm in pain because it hurts. So I decided that I was going to go to the grocery store and I was going to make me something special for lunch. And I did. I can't fry, but I know how to fry spare ribs, and that's crazy. And I shared this with a friend earlier that I can't fry chicken, but I can fry some spare ribs, and they did come out pretty good. So I was pretty impressed with that. Um, with the exception of, just dealing with mouth pain, I just wanted to just talk. Um, Still going through a lot of stuff in my personal life in regards to dealing with loneliness. And like I said, I hate weekends. And so weekends give me an opportunity to just be in my home all day and all night, just sitting here thinking. So today I was just like, I'm going to come, I'm going to eat my lunch, and I'm going to take a nap. There's nothing on television that I want to watch because there's nothing on television. So I lay on my couch and just relaxing. And so now I'm up. And so I'm just thinking, you know, what is there for me to do or incorporate into my schedule or my life that's going to make this feeling of loneliness go away? I am at the point at this time where I was making all kinds of considerations of calling people and making choices because of feeling lonely. And I don't want to be in this place anymore. I want to be happy about being single. And I don't want it to always be a sad situation. And when I think about just at 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, here I am on my podcast doing an episode where I should be out living life. And one of the gentlemen on TikTok, I think his name is Ace Metaphor. And also Dimitri Wiley did one too, when he was like, when they both are saying similar situations in regards to how people are going to find you if you're always in the house. I go to work, I go to church, I come home. Work, church, home. That's it. So unless that person is the FedEx, Amazon driver, um, building maintenance, it's not too many chances that I'm going to be able to explore or to somebody to see me unless you're in that, in that thing in my area. So I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, but even now, like, where would I go? Where should I go to put myself out there? And where? It's Saturday night, so if you go to any restaurants, everybody going to be coupled off, or they're going to be with their friends or whatever. Who wants to sit there and do that? I mean, I've done it before, and please don't get me wrong. I do everything by myself, so I'm not afraid to go sit in a restaurant and eat by myself. That's not my issue. My issue is when I'm sitting here and people are looking and they're like, oh, oh, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want that. And so, where to go? And another person on TikTok, he was like on Friday nights, and I believe he was in North Carolina. He was like, they get dressed up to go to Target. Who gonna get dressed up to go to Target on a Saturday? To do what? Spend more money? I don't need anything. And every time that I go outside, I find myself just buying something. I, I gotta stop. So I go to the store and I purchase myself out of one of the stores. They had a big sale, a picture to go on my bedroom window, my bedroom wall. And so the picture is still in my car right now because I couldn't carry it along with all of the other stuff that I had. So I have a new bedroom wall picture. So I'm looking forward to putting that up soon. But outside of that, every time I go outside, I always find myself buying stuff, buying something, and I don't need anything. So I guess that's just me. Over this week, I was home for a couple of days out of work because I hurt my foot. I cut myself, and there was a gash, and I couldn't put shoes on, and that sucks because I hate looking at down my stairs and seeing all my shoes set up, and now my foot is all injured. So am I going to be able to wear my shoes again? I'm not happy with that. So today I was able to put my sneaker on, and I bandaged, the hole, which is actually closing. So it was a piece of glass in my foot, um, and I broke a glass like last Sunday, and I thought I got all the shards of glass up, but obviously I didn't because I had one in my foot. So when it finally came out the other day, it was like I was like, "Oh my God, I was walking on that," and that's what it was. So that's what that was, and it's I'm at my wits end with dealing with what I'm going through at this particular moment, as far as living life on life's terms as a single person. Um, it's just still a struggle, and the struggle is real, and I'm struggling because I want to be in something with someone. And not to say that I want to be tied down into a full on relationship, but I also just want the companionship of someone other than myself. And so I was talking to a friend earlier today, and and he and I were just like kicking it. We've been talking it for a little while now, and every now and again we get into these spaces in our friendship where I can't see beyond what it is that it is, and we're developing a friendship, which is a good thing because it's always great to have the male's perspective on how life is supposed to be. Intentionally, it wasn't like that, and our intentions in the beginning was like moving towards a relationship, but there are some things that he has that I like, and there are some things that I have that he likes. But at this particular moment, those can't marry to come together in a relationship. And I love his friendship. He's very supportive, and even in my insanity, he's always willing to listen. If nothing else, he's there to listen. And although, again, like I said, our beginning was different. And so today I can consider him a friend. And right now we're just navigating through whatever it is that we're navigating through, because of course, you know, you yeah, I try to be as honest as possible when it comes down to my feelings. And when I'm talking about this loneliness, it's real. And I talk about it a lot because that's the space that I am right now, and I just want some companionship. And so today, as I was going to take my nap, I started looking up different words, and so I wanted to look up the what it meant to be a and forgive me for saying this explicit word, a fuck buddy. So, in my research, I realized that a fuck buddy is just somebody that you have sex with no commitment. Okay. I also looked up, I guess that would, well, fuck buddy and friends with benefits stay on the same defining or definition or meaning. It's the same thing. But I realized for myself that I can't be a good fuck buddy for anybody or a friends with benefit for anybody because I get emotionally attached. And that's that's where I don't want to be. So I don't want to be a friend with benefits and I don't want to be a fuck buddy to nobody because once you have more than one conversation with me, that means that I'm intimately connected to you in some capacity. So I find myself being stuck because I want companionship, but I want companionship to be more than just sex. I want it to be a little bit more than that. I want it to be let's go out on a date. Let's go out for coffee, tea. Let's be seen in the public. Let's just do some normal things as companions. And that's what I want. And like I said, going through looking up those definitions of what those things are, I realized that I want something more than just a sexual partner. I want a companion that we can do things with, do things together with, to be seen outside of the household or his house or my house or that kind of stuff. I want to be seen, um, and and just be not a secret. So I realized that it brought me back to another space in my life where I was always that secret. And this is the reason why I'm talking to you guys right now because this is where my feelings are. When you allow yourself to be a secret, then you subject yourself to being treated any kind of a way. For me, I can't be a secret to anybody because you are not a secret to me. When we are speaking to one another, like I said, if we have more than two conversations on the phone, we're intimately involved. And because I've already shared everything about me, I've already told you the goods, the bads, and the differences about me. I've already done that. So we are intimate now. If it goes further to a sexual relationship, because we grown and I'm grown, then that's something different. So now intimately, you've already captured here and here. Now you're bringing out the sexual part of it. So now you've captured my mind, you've captured my heart, and now we're going to be sexual. So now we're touching now. So everything that we've said, hey honey bunny, I can't wait till I see you. I'm gonna take your clothes off, I'm gonna rip them off, and I'm gonna, that kind of stuff. When that happens, when we finally touch and we kiss, shake hands, hold, hug, whatever, sexual, whatever, now what I saw, what I heard, what I feel in my heart now come together with sex it changes the dynamic of what it is that we are doing, right? For me, once we've done that, because that's the most intimate you could be with any person, is sexual. And then let's say, for instance, afterwards, after we've committed the sin, after we've, you know, did whatever, and now we're hugging and kissing and holding and stuff like that. Now, in my mind, and this is me, this is why I know me, we together now. We in a relationship in my head. And for me, in my head, it comes out my mouth. So now we go together. And that's how I am. I've always been that way. I've always been that way. I've always been the kind of person that could not have multiple relationships with people because I fall in love with everybody that I talk to, and everyone that I have sex with. We go together. So I wasn't good at it then, and I'm not good at it now. So if I'm having sex with you, you my man. We go together now. now, now whether you know we go together or not, well, you probably know we go together because I'm gonna tell you. Um, it changes who how I act or respond towards you. So everything that you did to capture my mind, to capture my heart, now that we had sex and we were physical, and now in my mind we are at a place where we go together, and then you withdraw who you are or how you are towards me, it changes how I feel because now I'm a secret. I'm too old to be anybody's secret, way too old for that. So I put myself back in a place where I'm isolating because the quality of what I want and what's presented to me is not it's not healthy for me because it takes me to a place where I'm not getting 100% of what I give out. It puts me in a place where I'm always selling myself short to be in certain spaces because I feel, no, I can't put that on, because I feel that this is something that you wanted. But I realize in this life that men that I've been speaking to send their representatives out to see how far they can go. And then once I give my all and they don't stand up to the expectation that I have, then I feel depleted. And so, with me feeling depleted, I feel that I can't keep putting myself out there in certain spaces and put myself out there to be mistreated, where you take advantage of the person that I am, knowing how much of me did I give to you from the start. And I hate the fact that I can't turn that part of me off. And like the friend that I was talking about earlier, he's a great person. I like the support that he provides, but he does not have everything that I'm looking for. And even when I say it out loud to him and I say it to him, he understands, but then he does not understand. And I don't know any other way to make it better because I don't want to provide him with false hope. And I also don't want to provide myself with false hope, because then I'll be settling for just settling. And so I'm back at this space where I'm going to be isolating again, because I'm scared to go out there and meet someone who's not going to provide me with what I want and what I need. And because I tell you that out in the open, everything that I need and want, and then you send your representative to say, you know what, I got that. I could be him. I could do that. Then you get what you want, and then you just leave me high and dry. In each instance that I have, it takes me back to my past, my last relationship, and the relationship before that. I only had 2 adult relationships. So I'm sitting here, and yes, I'm lonely, but I don't want to set myself up to go out there in the world and be taken advantage of, and or settle for less than what I deserve. And as hard as it sounds coming out my mouth now, it's just a hard place to be. And you guys know that I have a coach, I have friends, I have, support that, I talk to, and I listen and I hear, but I'm not like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. I can't, if I like you, I like you. And the little thing that I like about you is the little thing that you keep presenting to me each time that we communicate or each time that we're together. Then that's what's going to keep me stuck in a unbalanced situation. And the balance can't be addressed because people are not willing to work on what it is that they need to work on for themselves. And the saying of, you can't make a hoe a housewife, you can't make a hoe as a man a husband either. And I realized that you cannot tame the untamed if they don't want to be tamed. If that makes sense. It's like, and I posted this on my TikTok, it's like chasing a balloon in the wind. You can't catch it. And that's where I am. It's like the people that's coming around, they're they're unattainable. I can't catch them. They're flying in the wind, and I keep chasing and chasing, hoping that it would change, but it's not. The only thing that can change is me. So what can I do? The only thing I can do is change the way that I see people, because has everyone has the person that who they are. Everybody has that. My problem is that I keep holding on to that lie, or that characteristic, or that thing that makes me smile. And for some ladies and gentlemen, for me, it could be the way that you speak. It could be the way that you comb your hair. It could be the way that you dress. It could be the way that you walk. It could be anything like that because that's just who I am. I don't look at how much money you have. I don't look at your job. I don't look at all that stuff. I look at the content of your heart and what you're saying, your words. And I'm a word person. And I share that all the time with people. I like words. I like text. I like to see the words text out to me. I like handwritten letters. I like all of that stuff. And that's just me. But people don't have the time to do words. They want to shortchange it with thanks, THX. What? Spell a word out. THANKS. TH THANKYOU. Spell it out. And that's where I lose a lot of people because I'm not a short-change person. I'm long and drawn out. I don't abbreviate. I don't abbreviate anything. So when I'm sitting here and I'm looking like I'm texting out words, I'm writing out words, and you give me a THK or a THX, what the hell is that? Or WWTF? Oh, please, what is that? Sometimes I gotta ask that because I don't know. I'm not an abbreviation. I'm sorry. I don't deal in abbreviations. I deal in full words. So I'm stuck because I can't make somebody a word person if they're not. I'm a morning person. I'm up every morning, even when I don't have to be. I'm up by 5:45. Tomorrow morning I'll be up by 5:45, but I'll lay in my bed until 6. Then I'll make my coffee. And then I'm up because I'm a morning person. This morning I got up at 4:45 before my alarm got up on for work. I'm looking out my window. The curtains back. I'm taking pictures of the sky, the skyline. And the dusk and dawn. I'm looking at dawn and I'm taking pictures of the outside because I that that's me. I'm trying to find my moment. I'm trying to find a picture. I'm trying to find some symbol that's going to make this a productive day for me. So that's what I'm doing at 4:45 in the morning. I'm just looking out the window, curtains drawn, naked. Now I know my neighbors. I don't care. I'm naked. I don't. I really don't care, because that's just, oh well. Close your windows. So that's just who I am and where I am right now. And it looked like I'm doing this video from a jail cell, but I don't want to turn the light on because it's going to mess it up. I could try. See, it's going to mess it up. And so now I go back in the dark. But I'm just sitting and just talking because this is what I want to do. I'm just having a candid conversation with my friends and family and whomever else is listening, and just trying to make it through this night. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and I'm like, what am I going to do for the rest of the night? Do I get up and walk around? What do I do? Thank you.